Alright, so we gotta change the whole block. Started to see this white. That was, the piston got really hot, and then right around these edges there shouldn't be a gap at all on any of the pistons. So what it was doing, it was starting to melt the edge of the pistons. It was leaning out, not enough fuel, and it started melting the pistons, and if we would have kept driving it, it would have melted a piston down and shot the piston through the oil pan or something similar to that. And we warped the deck on the block. There's a low spot right here, right where it blew, so we got to change the block anyway. That's why we had to change the block. And the head is also warped, so we got to change the head. And this cam is wearing funny, so we got a different cam for it. And we figured out this head isn't even a turbo head, it's just an NA head. So what we're gonna do, I have a actual turbo block. This isn't a turbo block, it's just got forged pistons in an NA block. I have a turbo block with brand new forged pistons in it that's gonna go in here. And then I have a turbo head that's gonna go in there, which will add more compression. These ARP head studs are gonna go on there. And we're gonna port the exhaust ports a little more. They've already been ported a little bit. We're gonna port them a little more, and we're gonna what are we gonna do? We're gonna get the pimp eventually, but until we get the pimp, we have to turn boost down. We were boost creeping. The boost controller is old. It needs changed. Here's the boost controller. There's a little spring inside here. You tighten it all the way this way for max boost and loosen it all the way down for just wastegate, or wastegate spring pressure, which is like 5 to 8 psi. And we have it completely cranked down, and it was boost creeping to like 32, 33 psi. And it leaned out and started melting the pistons. We were doing like 120, 130 miles an hour. We were boosting hard, so we got to turn the boost down a little bit, down to like 20, 22 psi. It'll creep up a little bit from there, but not enough to damage anything really. But we got that to deal with. And what else we got to do? Got another head that's gonna go in there. We got another cam go in there. And maybe the pimp, or we might do a stroker kit. Bore it out a little bit maybe. We haven't decided yet, but that's what we got to do. Got to put the other block in here. I got to move the head studs to the other block. Move this oil for a bigger oil filter into the other block. I'm gonna put this belt on the other block. We're gonna port the exhaust hole or ports a little bit. Port it a little bit bigger. We're gonna the turbo needs rebuilt. We might take it off and get it rebuilt. It oil seal. It leaks and burns a little bit of oil. So yeah, that's what we got to do for now. I'll keep you guys updated.